You know, now that we see that Makoto taking the Spirit Breaker to the mid lane, with the two heroes, the Talon's going to be again.
What did you expect?
I can't believe I'm seeing this with my own eyes.
All right.
I mean, it's what, double range, right? So it can be pretty annoying for this Monkey King to deal with constant harassment. Might not be the easiest lane for little Crystals. Really gonna be up to Puppy. Setting the trap up top.
See if Secret walk into this.
See if we get anything too. I don't think we're gonna get anything too different this game either. I'm like clicking around, just looking. I think we're gonna see very normal items coming out.
Doesn't look like we're gonna get the clash here. Secret. Gonna be stepping out.
Secret has a pretty weird level 1. 23. Casual stun. 2 for 2. Okay, and let's see how the... I think these lanes can be pretty volatile on a lot of sides here. Makoto probably will end up losing to the Magnus a little bit here. Armel should have a good time in the matchup, but I think the Spirit Breaker should be able to get stuff. He just maybe falls behind a little bit on denies because of the base attack time. Yeah, bottom, I think I'm watching Puppy, what creeps he's going to be able to find and how much he's going to be able to do, because this could be a tough lane for Chrysalis.
Yeah, well, what would you say are sort of the big creeps to find to help him out down here?
Maybe the healing creep. There's one of these like the small creeps that you like the one of the harpies. Harpy or that healer actually sounds kind of nice early. But that harassment is going to add up. The right clicks from DP, the Blightstone on the Clinks. It's going to be a little annoying. Chen takes some time to be able to commit some help.
Does not seem like an easy lane for him to play Chrysalis. See how well he can deal with it. What's in the mid? Maybe have the opportunity for Armel to get some sort of skewer backs into the tower. I guess it's always difficult though. With charge, if Makoto's got that ready to get back out of those positions.
Yeah, I think Makoto should farm very well. I just think the mag should have like maybe a couple more denies and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then as for this top lane, I mean, as you said, they've gone all in on this, right? Yamich and FBZ, they have to crush 23.
Yes.
If this out does not get slowed in the laning phase, Secret's draft's gone horribly wrong.
Agreed, 100%. This is it's all in. There's no other way to put it. It's like when you pick an Undying Forest. If you don't do super well in lane, your hero's going to fall off incredibly hard. So right now, I mean, keeping 23 a little bit low there with the decays, but that's the one thing about when you're playing versus these heroes, you decay and then he just salves back up to full. But yeah, they're playing this top lane nicely. And mid is...
Yeah, both getting kind of low. Yeah, Armel did just get the skewer back onto Makoto, got a few tower hits in. But again, just being a Spirit Breaker, a lot of HP, so those early hits don't matter too much.
Yep.
Able to trade back nicely, getting the bash.
And Puppy, he did get the creep that I was, at least for me, I think this was the best creep. He got the Hill Priest. So he's just throwing heals onto Chrysalis every, what, is it 10 seconds, I think? Yeah, 100 health every 10 seconds. Kind of the dream when you're playing versus a harassment lane. FBZ completely whiffs the Flame Break top.
I mean, 23 is going to be able to walk out perfectly fine.
That was a kill. Might still be.
They're still trying to dive in for this. That's 23. He's going to have Concoction up again in a second, so Secret can't really continue to push for the Alchemist. 23 is fine.
Oh, that was really awkward. FBZ just a swing and a miss completely on the Flame Break. That was a free kill. Happens. Lane's looking good though. Yeah, I think this creep is definitely making a bit of a difference. Crystallis, he's keeping himself like full HP, dodging hits and stuff like that with Mischief. He's having great farm. Magnus is pulling ahead with those denies. Bat having a good time. All three lanes looking good for Secret this time. Armel. Another skewer. Another charge.
We'll see bottom. Yeah, Chrysalis, he was holding on to the points. Will now commit for the 2 in Jingu. They can try and trade back against Jabs.
And he just keeps getting healed.
I mean, it's allowing him to hit the creep safely. 20 last hits. Chrysalis is doing fine.
This is very nice. Yeah, immediately just back. He hasn't even used his his tank. He still has 3 tangos chilling after his initial ones. Puppey just keeping him up to full. That'll definitely be pretty important because the thing about this bottom lane is they're very fragile on the side of Talon too. Now that they're not able to really put harassment onto Chrysalis, I like that he's actually gone for the 2 in the Jingu and stuff like that. If he gets the Jingu stacks, the Clinks is just gonna explode. Even DP can pop very early, so really nice start for Secret.
Let's have the first blood. I mean, I feel like that, this top lane is really where you expect to see it.
Yeah, I've been just looking
does
up
get
here.
Caught, but he's been playing smart so far.
They are playing super aggressive, which is allowing them to get the healing lotuses though too. So Yamichi's just staying in the face of the Alk. And it looks like for Talon, they're already accepting the fact that this lane is, disaster. They're just gonna start stacking. Ollie, he's starting to do like double stacks. Yamichi's gonna start stopping him. And Makoto gets solo killed.
Yeah, but a bit of a mess up there. Opted to actually kind of charge back in to clear out that creep wave, but he was too low. He'll die for that one. Up top, Yamich, on the other hand, 23 and Ollie, they're chasing him down. Puppey's going to get over to help out.
Whoa! Surprise!
Keep Yamich alive. Maybe a chance to turn for 23. Good body blocks here with the Mup Golem. 23, he'll get taken out. Puppey coming in and making sure that this Alchemist does suffer a little bit in this laning stage. And he's on his way back out. Nothing for them to do about that one. I mean, that's what you got to be seeing here from Puppey.
That was such a cool rotation from Puppey. Oh,
I mean, they're going after Q.
They're here.
Q and Ollie like, right, we're chasing you down. Puppey has got the backup of Chrysalis. I mean, Chrysalis jumps in. He's going to go for Ollie. The Jingu Mastery stacks up, and he's able to take Ollie down. And now with a full Jingu, it slams down the boundless strike onto Q. I mean, sure, Puppey dies, but he did so much for the team there. It sets up for that kill onto 23 up top, and then coming back down here, ends up sort of baiting the 2 supports to follow him, and that ends up handing a double kill to the carry. Chrysalis picks it up.
Poupon God, the Puppey Chen. That was sick. Amazing rotation, top to set up for 23, into baiting them, and he's got a medallion done already, so that's going to be super nice now for Chrysalis. Okay. This is the secret we were hoping to see. Very comfortable draft. As we said, Grandmaster heroes, they know how to play these very nicely. Yeah, this early game. Couldn't really ask for better, I would say. Except for, the flame break that did miss top from FBZ. Everything is pretty much perfect from them right now. 40-18 on bat, 40-13 mag. Chrysalis in a lane that could have been tough for him. They completely endured with the creep that Puppey was able to find. And top, look at this dive.
We're going in beyond the tier 2. And they'll get away with it. I mean, Armel's TPing out. Okay, maybe. No, not quite. They charge. It's there in time, so Armel, he will not get away with it. But at the least, they're throwing bodies in to kill this Alchemist, slow his game down, and get space for Secret to put some pressure onto the tier 1 tower with the 3 of them.
Nice. Yeah, phenomenal early game. Exactly how they want to play it with the Chen Undying draft. Yeah, this tower's dead already. So they're going to have early access into jungle. Yeah, Alchemist this time, I think last game we saw 23 with like 2,000 gold plus treads already. Nowhere near that. And his jungle's going to get invaded. Puppey, we can imagine he's even going to steal farm with some of his creeps and stuff like that too. The back end steal farm too, so really beautiful stuff there already here from Secret. And Talon, now they got to perhaps just look to make a lot of rotations coming out from Mikoto just to be able to bail a little bit of these problems that have happened inside the laning phase. He doesn't just want to sit mid now as a Spirit Breaker. He wants to break lanes. But not easy versus these strong heroes. FBZ, super tanky up top. Don't want to rotate toward the Monkey King because you could just get yourself killed. And you don't want to play mid, so not really great homes. Now that you look at it for Mikoto to go in these next few moments. Things are a little awkward for Talon these next few moments.
I mean, what's sort of the game plan, when you're in this sort of scenario, Talon? Just sort of making space for the out?
Yeah, it's make space for Alk and then play around Jabs. I think Jabs is going to be the one that you look to make most of your moves around. Jabs plus the Spirit Breaker looking to make these early moves. And Jabs, he's doing a different route, different build. So as we said, they haven't touched the Death Prophet during the DPC, I don't believe. He's going to go down a Phylactery build. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen the Death Prophet Phylactery, but you can, conceptualize how it can be kind of neat.
Yeah, he's pretty close to it.
Yep.
Does mean you're pretty much just relying on the Siphon heal alone for your survivability.
Yeah, and it looks like Talon, instead of actually making any moves, they're just like, you know what? Let's farm. Like, moves are a little hard. Okay, now they are gonna make it. All right, they do see an opportunity bottom.
Yeah, they are gonna try and dive in for Chrysalis. The magic missile's there in time to put a stop to the ult coming out from Chrysalis, but Chrysalis is still able to turn with the boundless strike. Jabs is able to finish him off though. They take him down. Armel's turned up for the fight though, ready to help turn as he looks towards Jabs. Jabs, he is healing up with the Cyphers. The lasso's there. Armel will drop the RP down onto Mikoto and Jabs, but they did have to follow damage. Mikoto charges over towards Armel. Armel's potentially in trouble as Jabs, he cleans him up with a Crypt Swarm. It's a double kill for Jabs, and Jabs with the ghost out. He's not done yet. He's looking over towards damage. They're chasing down the Undying. They'll get him here with Mikoto coming through with a final bash. And this time, it's bought enough time for 23 to turn up the action. He heads in with the concoction. Another charge from Mikoto goes over towards Puppey. Chrysalis, he's back in action. Boundless strikes there to punish Mikoto for continuing to dive in and look for more.
Can they get Ollie? FBZ's got Flame Break.
Has got a magic missile though, Ollie. Down with a stun. They do the Flame Break. The sticky nade pumps is enough to kill him off. Jabs, on the other hand, they can't quite take him down. Final Siphon keeps him at full HP.
Okay. Back and forth exchange, but I feel like Talon, they got quite a lot out of that. Jabs, he's huge. That was pretty big there for them. Heavy rotations, heavy commitments. Q actually has a Solar Crest somehow finished on this Clinks.
I mean, they can go again down bottom.
I think they can go again, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Chrysalis
RP,
shows.
Tombstone. That was like everything from the side of Secret. Jabs just withstands it. He's the one they have to play around, and they did. It looked like they were going to sit back for a second there to farm, but then they saw an opportunity onto Chrysalis.
I mean, they can dive Chrysalis if they want.
Q wants to with the Solar Crest.
Yeah, he's just not quite stepping up far enough for Chrysalis. He's playing safe enough under the tower.
But a pretty good recovery, I'd say, for Talon. 23, still not in the most comfortable position, but they brought pressure to the Monkey King and did it trip up Chrysalis a little bit there. So nice hit from Talon. Mikoto.
An FBZ, he's looking for action, but there's a lot of them here. Ults up from Mikoto, knocks FBZ back into the magic missile. FBZ just a little too aggressive there on his own. Didn't have any backup. I mean, even if Yamich was around, not really a whole lot that the 4 Undying can do to bail them out of that sort of aggressive play.
They have very good ways to just, as we said earlier, like the team fight from Talon's a little awkward. They are almost completely relying on the Death Prophet, but their pickoff is excellent. With Clinks, with Spirit Breaker, with Venge, these heroes do it. I mean, it doesn't feel... maybe the days have passed, made it feel like it feels awkward, but Clinks does an unbelievable amount of damage now. He enables everybody to just do so much, so... Yeah, they're recovering here. Armel still super farmed, but the state of the game for Talon doesn't feel bad by any means now.
Be a potential haze. We've got the Invis rune arm out.
Okay.
He wants to try and make a play.
Getting scouted, but they see Q.
Yeah, they do. Q is going to have TP backup coming in. Actually, no, he's not. They're bail out. Does mean Arpel has to expend the RP to get the kill on him. He's got the Invis, but they see him. Sentry. It's down there, ready and prepared by Ollie.
Very not worth it for Armel.
No, there's an RP down the drain, dying as well. And you only got the support Clinks.
And now they're going to make him move bottom. Chrysalis.
And Mikoto straight in with the charge. He's been caught by the sides. He's not able to get the Boundless Strike off. The charge into the Nether Strike keeps Chrysalis completely controlled, as there's no chance for the potential burst heal back up.
That was fast from Mikoto. That was a very quick move.
I mean, they could go... Yamich has got to be a bit careful how far he steps up. I guess he feels safe because he's got FBZ and Puppey with him.
There's a charge.
He's not really that safe at all. He's dead. And Jabs, he's got another Siphon to play with. He's healing up.
Wow, this Phylactery is actually doing work. It's very annoying to play against the Siphon. Just a little bit of slow. That was very fast from Mikoto. Turns up top, kills the mag, and instant TP bottom with Jabs' Siphons, and they make the move onto Monkey King. Alchemist is now top net worth, and they've shut down the Monkey King pretty handedly onto Chrysalis.
Wait, well, hold on. Did he just...
Whoa.
He just picked up... He just picked up 4 bounty runes.
That's his Radiance.
That's his Radiance done.
All right, thank you, thank you.
Step in at Secret's jungle and take that. Nobody was keeping tabs of that on Secret.
Wait, but they have a Chen. How is there 4 there? Oh no, Secret.
That's yeah, big smiles all around, I think, for Talon.
Of course.
Back on track. Radiance, as you say, it's going to be coming out.
They're like, wow, this game state changed very quickly. I mean, they're great spot, very comfortable. Mikoto, level 10, feeling good. Alk, Radiance done. Solar Crest reset for the Clinks is done. And the stacks, they're getting prepped. They're the ones making the easier, smaller pickoffs here. And RP on cooldown, still 10 seconds. Armel has to be a bit careful how he throws out that next one.
For sure, I mean, Secret, they had it. Without doubt, compared to game 1, a better showing in the laning stage this time around in game 2, but very suddenly falling away from them.
And they don't want to falter. They have an Undying 4 position. They don't want to falter early game too much. I think the next few fights are going to determine a lot. Secret have to be careful and have to play very cleanly around this Undying plus this Magnus. Armel, I believe, looks like they are going to wait for that Blink Dagger, and then it's very decisive moves that they have to make on Secret, but they can't make too many more mistakes. If like 1 or 2 more of these fights goes awry, then Talon, this Alchemist is going to be able to do Alchemist things, as he's already starting to.
Yeah, back on at the top of the net worth.
Okay, Secret, they're going to actually make the smoke move about 200 gold before Armel has Blink.
Okay. I mean, definitely a sign of the pressure that they feel after those last few kind of whiffed engagements.
That's
See what they can find. I mean, if they find anything, it's probably just going to be Q. And well, we saw how well that went for them last time. I mean, they've got the dust on him. And this time around, Talon, they
lots of teams coming. Lots of people coming.
They could certainly fight this. They're going all in on Q. They will get him. Kodo knocks back Armel temporarily with the ultimate. They'll take out the tombstone. 23. He's got the concoction onto Puppey. They'll go for more.
Instant swap.
The lasso is going to be instantly put to a stop there by Oli with the swap. Jabs, he's caught in the ult, and he will die.
Nice
they have enough damage in the middle of the Monkey King ultimate there to be able to take down Jabs. Now they can look for more. They go for Oli. Kodo and 23, they're going to try and fight, but it's just the 2 of them. And the RP is there from Armel.
Beautiful.
It's a big one. Catches onto the 2 of them. Secret, they can absolutely push on for more this time. They take down 23. They're going to be able to get Mikoto. That's what Secret needed.
Perfect hit. That's like literally everything they needed. Great play. They played it patient. They didn't overforce their hand. They're even going to get the follow-up, a full team wipe.
In the river.
That was very nice of how they didn't like overcommit. And they waited. They waited and waited for Talon to be the ones to actually overcommit, feeling their hand. And then Crystallis in a perfect position there for the Wukong. Really nicely done. Good patience coming out from Armel. And the Blink Dagger actually did come out and get delivered after that play. So mid-fight, excellent stuff for Secret. Back to business. 15-11. Exactly what they needed for the Monkey King.
And this time around, Talon,
lots of teams cut.
I mean, you know, Secret could certainly fight. Even when they sort of went for the same way that they started the last fight, I guess just the fact that they really had everybody there. You know, Crystallis was ready to get involved. And, you know, this time around, Jab's not quite having the level of survivability that he needs. They were charging into the fight, trying to rely on these siphons. With the Wukong's command down, 3 heroes beating onto him, couldn't quite survive it this time.
That was a debate play. Yeah, it was just good patience. Very good patience.
And the end here we see.
Exorcism.
I mean, the delivery came
right
a second,
as it happened, right?
Or pretty much right as he goes for that blink. So a perfect time for that to arrive. And you know, risky move, it pays off. They go for the gank, 200 gold before the Blink Dagger's on Mag. The Blink Dagger comes after the first few kills. That means the Secret get the full cleanup.
Yeah, just this time well executed. They didn't over. Like sometimes you do see a team that's like not playing with a full roster and stuff like that. Like maybe they just like full commit too hard. This one they like poke and prod and wait, like the way a nice team is gonna do this. Like you just wait for your moment, for your opportunity without overcommitting and overplaying your hand. And that's exactly what that was. Now they have double blink. So now they have a lot of different ways to start fights. They have Crystals in the tree lines as well too. So Talon still have ways to fight into it, especially with the swap to be able to break stuff like that. They do have to be careful also to not commit too hard into these auras. So we see Puppey, Mech is done, Hand to God. This healing can definitely throw things off if Talon is overcommitting onto heroes.
See what they want to go for here is Roshan. Secret.
Okay. They'll get it for free.
They can take this down very easily. Pass it over the way of Crystallis, who's also with this Roshan kill. Just going to be a few hundred gold off the Desolator.
He is committing for it, okay. I was like, is he actually going to do the Desolator or BKB?
I think with the Aegis, he's going to get
I think with
it,
Aegis,
sure.
yeah. It's too good versus something. It's good versus all three cores, honestly.
Yep.
Versus Alk, Death Prophet, and Spirit Breaker, it is really nice. Like Spirit Breaker can lack armor. Even though you have your phase boots, your armor as the game progresses is low. Alk, until you have AC, your armor is low. Same thing for Death Prophet overall. That's why you see these DPs tend to build like double Wraith Band. So yeah, this could be a very impactful Deso. Especially with the Empower coming in too. He's gonna hit hard.
Talon,
Still
one of
close.
their BKB's ready for the next fight
Yep.
on 23 in jabs.
That could be something that's hard to fight into. Even though, as we mentioned, a couple times, Secret, they have the better team fight overall if they execute it the right way. These BKBs can turn things. The 2 BKBs coming out for the DP and the Alk.
Oh, Mel hitting all the timings. Harpoon done, so
It's huge.
he's got all the setup they need, really, if Arma can find the good jumps.
They've got vision right now, too.
He's going to go in for Ollie. Quick catch onto the Vengeful Spirit, but backup's coming in. 23 in jabs. They want to fight this. Ollie
Silence.
being kept alive, will finally fall, but Makoto goes in with the charge. They're fully focusing down the Magnus.
He's
Armel,
healed.
He's still able to get the RP off, and he's out there. Skewers back to safety. Armel lives. 23 in jabs. They both go down.
Not enough damage. I think they thought they had enough damage, too, but I don't think they gave respect to Puppy's heals. Hand to God, Mech comes in. I don't even know, even before that, if they were going to get Armel. He's too tanky. The double BKBs for Talon, did they end up popping both? I think they did, right? And they still end up getting wiped
They
completely.
still go down, yeah. Very nicely played, these last few team fights from Secret. The charge onto Yamich. Makoto's able to continue to commit for the kill. It's kind of difficult with Puppy and Armel still around. Armel can look to step back in with another drag back of the Harpoon. He'll clear through the illusions. Get the Steward back. Ollie was able to get him with the swap in time. So Makoto will be saved. Does cost Ollie his life. FBC, he's actually able to close in. He's got the Yules done. He's got the setup on Makoto. They'll still get Makoto.
Great catch.
And with the dust, they might be able to get Q. The Harpoon's back up. Armel drags Q back. Skewer's there. Secret, they're just racking up the kills now. Wisdom Rune as well for the taking. They can also look to take down this Tormentor if they want to. Puppy is going to start work on it.
And this time FBZ, similar to how we saw Jabs pop off on Bat. I mean, he's doing the same thing, but with a slightly different build. Rather than going the Blink 4 staff, he goes Blink Yules because he's playing for a Spirit Breaker. See it coming to play immediately. Things have really turned up into the gear for Secret now. From 1K lead to 11K from, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, not even?
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be sort of a test now for Talon on, for 23 in particular, how well he can carry the game from playing behind. You know, as an Alchemist, when your net worth is level with 2 of the cores, nearly 3 of the cores, Chrysalis is catching up. It's not an easy game to carry. You know, the last game we saw the snowball from Talon and how well they're able to shut it down. But playing from behind with this kind of Alchemist lineup, this is going to be a real challenge.
Yeah, and he's playing versus a lot of just hard disables versus him too, right? Playing versus the Bat, versus the Mag. Yeah, he's got the swap to protect him, but he is this is a 4 protect 1, and it's all of its essence at the end of the day for this Alchemist. And yeah, Crystallis, as soon as he finished his Deso, he got 10 stacks. So it's fully primed and amped up, and they have everything at the ready.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, and now he's got the BKB on top of it. Still a minute on the Aegis.
Big boy. And just continuously, the little bit of the quote-unquote invisible impact that we can always talk about is this Puppy Chen. Just look at the auras that they constantly are having inside these fights. He's throwing ice armors, they have movement speed, they have magic resist auras, solar crest back, etc. So they're very tanky. They're very amped up this time around. And I guess that is the concept that they did want when we talked about how much their draft is about grouping up, is why they wanted this Undying as the last pick, right? It does fit pretty damn well with the Chen at the end of the day, with the idea that they want to do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And yeah, good itemization from Yamich. Very selfless. Just drums, Pavis, arcane boots. I think as selfless as you can be.
He's pushing these tier 2s now. They want to. I mean, I guess they've been a bit safe with the Aegis coming to an end on Crystallis.
Middle tower is under attack.
They probably feel pretty comfortable now at the moment, too. Knowing how farmed they are versus a single core draft.
Sure, yeah, no need to force it.
No, it's for single core, and they have a dual core scaling with the Monkey King Magnus. In a pretty comfortable spot, but still want to hunt. And they can move around the map pretty quickly. Even though it's like in the past Chen lineups, Used to not move around the map as fast. Now you can just zoom because of the Kobold Foreman.
Any big items coming up for Talon? Well, like, what's next?
I mean, the next biggest one, I guess, would be like what, the AC on the Alk. I think that's it. I don't think there's any other like item in the next few moments. It's just gonna like full change things. As Secret's hunting.
Talon doing a good job of avoiding these moves. They know exactly that Secret's going to be looking to get aggressive with the lead that they have. Talon don't want to be in any part of it right now. Want to sort of scramble their way towards their next big items.
Oh, Armel Lincolns, so the standard, the universal build. Playing versus a lot of single target things though, versus the Spur Breaker, Alk, and Venge. Kind of cool. And the push is commencing. The auras.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
See if Imo can get that catch here. He certainly can have a good chance of it there. Forces out the BKB from Jabs at least.
Free. Completely free to force it. And now they get the lasso. It's on the big one.
They've caught 23. He's up. He's very dead. Standing at the top of the stairs there, ready to go in. They had the ward down. Well, of course, they've got the sentry ready to de-ward it if they can step up for it. But that little glimpse of vision was all that they needed there for FBC to get in and get that quick kill.
And now Jabs without BKB is, I mean, running in is very difficult.
And they're going to try. Makoto charges forward. Christmas pots his BKB in response immediately. Looking Jabs kites it out to the side, but Makoto, he's going to be left for dead there in the middle of the fight. And Armel, he's in with the grab on Jabs, drags him into the middle of the fight. I mean, I don't know if they can stop this now. It just keeps coming in. FBC, another jump with the lasso. In on towards Stu and Ollie. Armel skewers across. Triple kill for Armel. Team White for Secret. As Talon, it's their turn here in this game too to just completely run out of options.
Yeah, things quickly accelerating out of control. Secret with some really good, kind of decisive team fights. The top fight and the bottom fight just decimating any chances here for Talon. 23.
It's still these BKBs that have to be forced out. I mean, the mags at this point, you know, Armel, where you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't when it comes to popping BKB when he's just making these jumps at you every 10 seconds.
And look at all these auras and everyone's just so strong. 21k lead, last racks. They probably can just go for it if they want to, but maybe they just don't go too risky. Let's see. FBZ's thinking about just walking up. Maybe just wait for the creep wave. Nothing really too much else that Secret needs to wait for. They have Vlad's even coming. I mean, Puppy, just the leader of all the auras. We see that net worth from the Chen. Top 5. Time to close it out. A full AC now for Armel as well. Yeah, insane amount of buffs.
And whoever steps up, they're going to get grabbed by this Magnus.
Makoto, he's thinking about it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tombstone's down for vision.
He's going to try and start something, but
Instant Yules.
They'll swap back Chrysalis aggressively, but Chrysalis has got the BKB.
Oh my
Turns takes
God.
out Makoto, the boundless into the lasso. It's over. GG is called.
GG.
Team Secret will be able to strike back and strike back harder in this game too. They really do, as they'll take the win here against Talon. And just night and day compared to that game 1 showing. I think a lot of it is you.